Hello and welcome back once again. It is time for the Comics Coffee Table. That's right. It's 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern. We release another new episode. Daily. The Comics Coffee Table. That's right. It's our coffee table. Pull up a chair. Bring a cuppa, whatever it is you're shoving under your nose today there, pal. And join us. Leave the real world over there for a few minutes. Come with us and talk about comic books. It's a geeky chill stream, and we do this every day. If I see you in the live chat premiere, we usually have a great conversation going, and you can continue the conversation in the comment section. This comic book shop-style conversation. We talk about comic books daily. Seriously, this is what we love to do, and we keep doing it, and we should be doing it tomorrow. Oh, wow, look at my wrist. Yeah, thank you so very much. It's Sunday, so that means it's New Release Sunday, and just to look over my copious show notes, written up by my executive producer, Pikachu. We've got, just wake up. We've got the critic. We got the drinker. Here is my microphone boom operator and cameraman, and we have the Canadian Bear, the studio audience, and this is just to let you know, just like the live chat at 3 is on the premiere. We're all talking to each other, and that's live. The show though is pre-recorded a couple of days in advance. I do things the Perch / Wes from Thinking Critical method. You have to, if you want to be a content creator, you have to create content, and you have to make time to create content, and you need to also get back to your life. I mean, we're not monetized. We don't do this for money. We do this as to continue a conversation, and we have a wonderful. I'm blessed and grateful to have stumbled upon a group of people so willing and open and wanting to have a great conversation about comic books and about these these publications, these stories, and they bring us. These should be bringing us together instead of splitting us apart. So we come together at a coffee table, all of us, and we're allowing comic book conversations to bring us together. Enough with the divisiveness. There are plenty of outragey streams out there. We get our dander up, trust me. And that's hard to say because I'm a bald guy. But, I mean, I love those stations too. I want to make my content, and that's a geeky chill stream. I'd rather chill out. I don't want to be worked up all the time. I don't want to be wound up all the time. I don't want to be angry all the time. I do want good content, and I do want good stories. And, but there's plenty of that out there. What do I chill out to? I like chilling out to Bob Ross, the artist. I like art streams. I like seeing things being created. And I like, occasionally I like food stuff. I'm a chef, so seeing food content for me is kind of weird. It's like people say, "Hey, did you watch the new episode of Hell's Kitchen?" I'd be like, "Honey, I live it. I don't need to watch that my time down." Oh, good cup of coffee. It's New Release Wednesday, where What's in the bag? We play What's in the Bag. What's in the bag? The ubiquitous flat brown paper bag that comes from the comic book shop contains 6 brand new floppies, Funnybooks, periodical publications of a serialized story in its nature. We'll get to that in just a little bit. I still got to finish up Brave and the Bold bag and board, and you're going to be here with me for that, just for a couple of minutes. issue 5 is alive and well and safe. It's in the Crisis Long Box, and that's what I get. That's what you get for breaking up runs for event stuff when you have event tie-ins. And like, wait a second, what happened here? So that I'm wondering, is my Booster Gold 8 somewhere in another box, or is there a Booster Gold 8? I need to find that out. Yep, I fill up one old bag full of crumpled up old bags. Yeah, I can just... This one's okay, but it's not the greatest. But let's see, The Brave and the Bold, between issues 1 and issues 117, being published between 1955 and 1983. Now it goes monthly between issues 118 and issue 200. I'm going to sneeze. Should I sneeze on air? Or I'm going to pause it, just in case I hear a huge... Thank you, Pikachu. He said, God bless you. He said, Pika? You can't hear it. I got an earpiece. No. But it went monthly between issues 118 and 200. But between issues 1 and 117, it was bi-monthly. Bi-monthly. Does that mean twice a month or every 2 months? I'm willing to have a conversation. I want to hear this out. I want there to be less confusion in my life. I want to know what I'm talking about. There is this is from the Merriam-Webster's Diction.com, the dictionary people. You know, they are literally the gatekeepers of words now. I know recently I've blocked 1 or 2 like big name dictionary people, or or just out of sheer modernity and just like this, like this authority of, oh no, there was a pre-existing tear and it just ripped a bit. Oh no. You just made it worse. Okay, you can get that for $1. That's a $1 book now. Oh shit. No, there's a slight tear in the cover. Should I put a piece of tape on that? No. Or maybe there's a way to, there's a way to fix that. It'll always be conspicuous, huh? Okay, but this is Merriam-Webster Dictionary.com on bi-weekly and bi-monthly. And it's an article written by a snarky 21st century college kid. You can tell because it says, sorry, not sorry, comma, sorry, comma, not sorry. Okay, what to know. Bi-weekly and bi-monthly can mean the same thing because of the prefix bi, B-I, hyphen, which here can mean, quote, occurring every 2, or, quote, occurring twice in. Therefore, bi-weekly can be, quote, twice in a week, unquote, or, quote, every other week, unquote. Bi-monthly can also mean every other week if it's twice in a month, or it can mean every other month. And then they have the snarkyism. For this we are sorry, but we don't mean sorry in a sense that we feel penitence. We are not to blame, which is a great use of a semicolon here, because this is really actually a very awesomely written sentence in a way, but but still snarky. We don't mean sorry in the sense that we feel penitence, semicolon. We are not to blame. Period. We mean sorry in the sense that we feel a kind of sorrow aroused by circumstances beyond our control or power to repair. I'm going to write that one down. And that's my new excuse for everything. This is beyond my power to control or repair. But this isn't. So yeah, issue number 5 is alive and well. It's living in my crisis long box. And we're fixing that. So I'll leave a blank space for issue 5 where it should be. So yep, live and learn. And I do the same thing with Legos as well. Seriously, I mean, you ever do a Lego? I mean, it's right in front of you. These instructions. And still, you make mistakes. You're only human. You're a person. And you need to forgive yourself. Not get angry, if that's possible. And get back to it. And take care of it. Here we go. 2 by 2, they entered the ark. Okay, so it's going to be 7, 8. Awesome. I did not just mess this up again. No way. Stand by. No, it's right here. You did not. No, I didn't. Leave a space for 5. And it's okay. I mean, Bob Ross will say these are just happy accidents. You know, there are no mistakes. They're just happy accidents. Well, that was a happy accident. Now I've because after I rebag, reboard, I need to rebox, which is going to be a thing in its own. Here we go. All right, now that's done. Now I can hopefully I can package this up for maybe. Yeah, well, I'd hate to pay maybe $10. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, 12. That's great Ordway art here. This is actually these are all Perez covers. Yeah, because Perez. There is a story. I read it recently, and why George Perez did this. There was another project going on. I think it was Final Crisis stuff, and Legion of Three Worlds, and but yeah. So that's bi-weekly. That's why I wanted to finish up Brave and the Bold, because I found out about bi-weekly, and I was like, so there is no definite answer. There's it's like Schrodinger's dictionary. Is the cat alive or is the cat dead? Well, it's both at the same time, and neither, right? So that's done. Yeah, so we're going to get on to our new releases any second now. But yeah, there's another progress is a process. If you have stuff to do, just keep hammering away at it. I mean, let's look at this box so far. We're almost there. Okay, this is the old long box. Anything with a flap open needs a new bag and a new board. Everything that looks like a boarded is just so we're almost there. And then we're going to keep chugging along. And then we're going to migrate into the small boxes. Yay. That one's done. That one's done. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you for this little Brave and the Bold, review. Oh, thank goodness. I fell down a rabbit hole of internet links, or should I say a sewer pipe. TMNT. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Half Shell, Turtle Power. Oh, this is not Turtle Power. No. You have to get to the funny book, though. Okay, here's the bag of funnies. Let's just get to it. We'll get to the worst stuff first. It's a mantra I have from doing 30 years in the service industry. I've been a chef most of that time. And my mantra from experience, my truth, is do the worst stuff first. Peel those potatoes, whatever's going to take longest to cook, you do that first. It's, something that you can you can bust out a, fish to portion and fire off pretty darn quickly. But your roasted potatoes, or just stuff, mise en place, stocks, you need to do that worst stuff first. You need to. So yeah, we're gonna do the worst stuff first. We got 6 new issues this week for new releases. We got 3 DC books, 1 Mad Cave book I took a chance on, and another of these IDW licensed books. And they have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. IDW has the Ninja Turtles. Okay. And so I've this rabbit hole I fell down. I'm a G1 Ninja Turtles fan. I really am. I had a Return to New York when it was on the shelves. It was back in 87 or so, 88. And let's just look that up real quick. Return to New York. TMNT. Back in that's like, and the cartoon was just coming out. Yeah, Return to New York, book 1 came out in 1989. Yeah, so that was like, I had that, like, those issues coming out, like when that was coming out, and that was just an amazing story. Return to New York is issue 19 of volume 1 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and it was written by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, penciled by Jim Lawson, and inked by Peter Laird, and Mirage Studios. This was in 1989. I was part of my notes. I was 16, buying comic books in high school. That was sophomore year in high school. Yeah. And I'm reading Ninja Turtles. Now the cartoon's out as well. So there's definitely 2 universes of Turtles. So I'm used to 2 universes of Turtles already. You have the slapstick cartoon with the cowabunga and the pizza and the different colors on their masks. In the original Ninja Turtles, they only had red, and you knew them apart by their attitude, their voice. You could definitely tell Mikey apart from Raph. All right, every time, huh? And but you knew them apart by their weapons, and so here we go. Yeah, IDW versus Street Fighter. Now we've seen it. I'm also reading Ninja Turtles versus Usagi Yojimbo. That's going on as well. I've got a Batman Adventures one. So this is actually, there's a bunch of these so far. And this is just one of the latest ones. Usually Ninja Turtles plays very well with other properties. And each one is kind of specific to their own bubble universe, let's put it that way. I don't believe this shares continuity with anything. But I am today years old when I found out that the IDW Ninja Turtles that have been going on, they're the Ninja Turtles proper. It's been 2011, and that's its own story. It got rebooted. So Splinter and the Ford Turtles have a different origin story. This is a new universe. I didn't even know that. And so it makes it a little easier to kind of just, I don't want to dismiss this. It was fun. Like, turtles kept their voices and their characters, yet here comes modernity and modern baggage. There are 4 turtles, right? No, there are 5. Who's the turtle in yellow? That's Jenica. Jenica is the first female Ninja Turtle. Yeah, I know April O'Neil mutated at one time, and then there was a cartoon that had the next mutation. That was Venus de Milo, and at least her name fit with the whole, thing. Raphael, Donatello, Michelangelo, Leonardo, and Venus de Milo. See, that fits. Geez, I would actually, if I were to invent a female Ninja Turtle, I would name her Shelley after Mary Shelley, and get the whole pun with the turtle shell, and but who's Jenica? Well, Jenica is she was a member of the Foot Clan, and then she became one of Splinter's students, and then after a massive loss of blood, got a blood transfusion from Leonardo, which mutated her into a Ninja Turtle, and now she too is a teenage mutant Ninja Turtle, and but don't worry about any, she's gay too, which is fine, and she, but it's like I'm not thinking like there won't be any love rivalries between the boys and like the only female specimen, I'm just thinking like or there might be the whole thing of like of like tribal and paternity uncertainty too. Like, that's like, I don't want to misjudge any turtle's culture. But I'm thinking way too much about this stupid magazine. But there's just the inclusion of Jenica in here brought so much baggage, continuity baggage for me. And kind of, so it was like, I like the version of the turtles from Usagi Yojimbo a lot better because it's a bit more classic. This is definitely the modern turtle team. But I liked how Mikey was talking to Chun-Li, and it was fun. But it just like it's a lot of just I'm not gonna get issue 2. Oh wow, there's so many ads at the end of it. Like, yeah, see, there is a Saturday Morning Adventures one I almost got, but you know what? Those weren't really my turtles to begin with. My turtles that I began with were the Mirage Studios here. So, I mean, all of these variant covers, like the whole back of this book, it's just like ads. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all ads. It's like a boring magazine. Sorry. All right, moving on. Thank you so much for paying. But that was worst as the first. Now we've got 5 more. Well, actually, no. Second worst was this. I got Steelworks from Donna DC. Michael Dorn of TV's Next Generation. Star Trek Next Generation. Commander Worf. I got an Enterprise D right there. I got an Enterprise E right there. I like the E better. I mean, that's a new Trek quote, so that don't count. I hate the art in here. I mean, okay, I think I figured out I'm figuring out my terminologies. Like, where did the cross-hatching go? Okay, this looks like AI art to me, because AI art doesn't use cross-hatchings. It doesn't think to, because that's not part of its thing, I guess. And so when you have these digital gradients and you have filters, it's not about inking as much as it is coding. And I think that's where the cross-hatching went. And so when I see like digitally aided art, it seems so, we get a little bit of definition there, a little bit of hatching on the guy's scowl. All right. Oh, yeah. And this is a boring magazine. And just John's use of the word lockstep. It's kind of like it's like that Howard Dean. Yeah. It just the one sound bite that just will turn you off to the entire candidacy thing. So it's the art, it's the writing, it's the voices. I mean, this art is so flat. Really, I mean, look at the onomatopoeia here. I just want to say that it just looks like a meme generator. It looks like a meme generator app you got for your phone, and I mean, onomatopoeia it's graffiti in the air that you don't see but you hear. Yeah, I mean, it's not worth it. Could be a lot better. Good luck. And I like Michael Dorn. I mean, I'm not bagging on anyone or anything, but that's not getting a bag or a board. That's just going in to, like, you know, we're going to have the 2003 sort at the end of the year, and we're going to be like, okay, these aren't getting bags and boards. These are just getting, where are these going to go? How many pounds of comics is this? How much space does this take up? How much should I spend on comics that I have no... like, wow, I spent that much on comics I'm never going to read again? Well, at least I'm, you know, buying stuff at my local comic book shop. I'll tell you that much. Alrighty. Let's do the other two DC books while we're at it. We've got Donna DC, Shazam, issue 2. Mark Waid, Dan Mora. Fun stuff. It's okay. It's you know, it's not really challenging, I guess, but it doesn't have to be. I mean, like, really, this is Dan Mora art. You know, look at those backgrounds. Look at that cityscape. I mean, I'm seeing a really nice 4-panel grid there. I know there's no action until the next page, but I mean, you got 4 panels. You got some. This is just moving the story along. It's really good art, and then we're introduced to our big bad of the issue, and that's Roger Corbin, the Psycho Pirate, dude. He was like one of the big bads of Crisis in the Infinite Earths. So when you see Psycho Pirate, I mean, he's pretty mean. He's a pretty bad guy, and he was actually killed by Black Adam back in the Infinite Crisis. So yeah, same character, same dude, but yeah, I just like, as much as I like the art, I mean, I still like the onomatopoeia. That's just, look at that pack. It's all the same thing. It's just cut and paste and drop, cut and paste and drop. You know, I sure it's convenient for the, I guess, but doesn't it? If it looks like a meme generator to me. Yeah, it takes away. But we have actual. Look at his nose. Look at Cap's nose. Look at Cap's forehead. Look at the crease in his cheek. Look at his arms and his biceps. Those are hatchings. Those aren't speed lines. Those are hatchings. Those are meant to give the illusion of tactility, of depth, of gravity, of form. And these are just, I feel, lack completely with digital aiding. It just, the digital aiding, it's not about the sensitivity, like, of how much pressure you're putting on your pen or ink or your brush to get the hatchings you need. It's about coding. So I'm not putting it down. Maybe it's just, I'm seeing that when I look at AI art, the AI generated art, all I notice is like, oh, this shares qualities with the AI, with the computer assisted art that I'm seeing in the comic books that I buy. Moving on, here it is, Flash number 800. This is pretty decent. To be sure, this is a 5 stories by different Flash creators over the years. Charming. We got a Jeff Johns story in here that's really, really good, because he's got art with his battery partner, Scott Collins, and they did a lot of Flash, Wally West Flash Volume 2, around issue 200. It was all about Blitz, about Zoom, the second Zoom here, Wally Zoom. Awesome art. I love everything about Zoom, down to the reverse treads on the soles of his shoes. This zoom is really, really sick. Jeremy Adams has a very nice tale to wrap everything up with. And this is great. Mark Waid has a good one because this one takes place between issues 8 and 9 of 6 and 7 of Impulse. And it's Todd Knock on art. And this is great. I loved Impulse. And this is a really nice thing to do to us Flash fans. Give us a Mark Waid, Todd Knock Impulse story. Just set in that age. No explanation, no nothing. Well, the editorial caption there, yeah, there's your explanation. The weakest tale in here was from the upcoming Battery of Cy Spurrier and Mike Deodato Jr., which is at the end here. And I'm a little, I was kind of like bored with that. Yeah. So 4 out of 5 of this huge oversized was, what was the price? $4.99. Huh. Wow. Exactly. That's affordable for a milestone issue. Alrighty. We got 2 more from Image Press. We have Mark Millar, The Ambassadors, number 6. It's a little extra thick. This one's at $5.99, and this wraps up The Ambassadors Volume 1. It's been a really awesome superhero story. New superheroes, new uses of power sets, new team dynamics. It can be done. There can be new superhero stories told in the modern age with modernity, with modern tastes involved that have nothing to do with taking down old characters or changing anything. It's a letting new voices speak, new characters, but it's also free of continuity and baggage. It's its own thing, set in its own imaginary world. It plays by its own rules. And this is really, really good. Great art by Matteo Scalera. Mark Millar, once again, knocks it out of the park. And this is leading up to his first ever crossover. It's called Big Game. And this is a direct sequel to his to Wanted. If you remember Wanted back in the day, you remember Wanted? This is going to tie in everything. Kingsman, Kick-Ass, Nemesis, Jupiter's Legacy. You remember Hawk? You remember Empress? Geez, I got those. Starlight's involved. Superior. Chrononauts? How are they going to... And MPH. I loved MPH. I'm so happy that he's including MPH in this. I mean, but this is the first ever Miller World crossover event. A true summer event comic to look forward to. And I am looking forward to this. And one of the best parts of these Mark Millar magazines, he's sharing his daughter's art. And so I'm saying another Miller being published. I think that's a good thing. And I like this. I like this a lot. Yeah. The last of the picks for the week is from Mad Cave Comics. This was $4.99, meant for mature audiences. Why did I get this magazine? Because of the preview pages that were at the end of other Mad Cave magazines that I'm buying. Hunt, Kill, Repeat, and was it? I'm pretty sure it was that one. And so I got a little taste for this, and so I gave it a chance. It's called You've Been Cancelled. Here's your Indicia colophone. There you go. You've Been Cancelled, number 1. Set in this future of 2050. You think there will be flying cars in 30 years? I don't think so. So, but that's cute. I mean, the romanticized sci-fi city, you know, so like a Blade Runner city with daylight. One could look at this. This is the story of Roland Endo, and he is a bounty hunter. And in this day and age, there's a competitive TV reality show called You've Been Cancelled. And if you get canceled, if you've been canceled on social media on this show, then The hunt is on. There's a bounty on your head. And this series of independent bounty hunters are all going to come after you. And yeah. And it's over the top. It's gory. And the art reminds me of this great cross between Kyle Baker and Jeff Darrow. Kyle Baker did The Flash. He also did not The Flash, The Shadow in the late 80s. And he did a really good Plastic Man run. And Jeff Darrow, it's just one of his big things. He's known for doing something called Hard Boiled with Frank Miller, and which was really like that was Blade Runner-y future noir. So You Got Canceled. It was really fun, and yeah, it's just it's an over the top, hyper violent shoot 'em up with a great reversal at the end. At the end of it, we find out our hero's been set up. And now the hunt is on for him. What happens next? We'll find out next month. And thank you so much for tuning in. It's New Release Sunday. We've been talking about comic books. And we're going to talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year. So tune in tomorrow. And we'll find out who we're talking about when we turn those funny pages. Tomorrow, yeah. And please like and subscribe. I would love to earn your subscription. We make daily content here. We talk about comic books every day. Premieres 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern. We have a very lively live chat premiere and continue the conversation in those comments. Thank you so very much. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. And we will see you again tomorrow in those funny pages. Ciao. Bye-bye.